Hello and welcome to my first Twilight Struggle game in a long while. It's my first game of this new season. It's not my first scheduled game, but it's the first I'm playing, and it's against Daniel Squindo. I'm in this division here, the Chisinau division or Chisinau division. Um, and I haven't played any games yet, as you can see. Not a horrible division. There aren't really any players that I'm absolutely terrified of. Um, Henrik Pettersson, my fellow Swede, who's joined the season, the league for this season, doing really well by the looks of it. But yeah, so tonight I'm playing Daniel Squindo. I'm going to be the US, and here goes. It's been a long time since I played any games, even including practice games. Alright, let's see. Okay, not a terrible starting hand. Could be worse. Ooh, should I do a martial setup? I've got Suez, so no. I've also got CIA, which I'm not crazy about, but I'm going to hold on to that for now, I think. Or do I want to headline it? Have we got any sort of obvious headlines? Could be a good time to headline CIA, maybe. I mean, Duck, theoretically, I have quite a few ops, but I'm not a huge fan of headlining Duck on AR on the first round. No, I think I'm going to go with CIA, actually. And there comes the Nazi scientist. Okay, so he hasn't got a great hand. He's going to give me containment in his last round. He's got Middle East scoring. He's got Decol, so that's nice for him. He's also got Fidel that he can now happily trigger after I've played CIA. But yeah, he's a bit low on ops, so I've got an ops advantage. And I know he'll be scoring Middle East, so I'm going to be careful with Nasser, Arab Israeli, things like that. Alright. Now I'm going to forget what he just showed me. Okay, so what do I do with this one op then? Do I still maybe go for a coup? I mean, if I lower DEFCON to 4, then... but then again, I don't really want to help him with decol. I think I might spread into Pakistan, actually. Because he doesn't have... He only has 2 ops cards to coup with, right? Yeah. And then I can counter coup with the strong card if he does that. Okay, yeah, like I said, I haven't played any games in a long time. I think the last time I played was what was it? What's it called? Grand Slam. Don't recall exactly my result there either. I think it was okay, but don't remember. I've been very busy lately, so haven't really had time to play any games. I was going to try and get a practice game before this, but haven't really had time, so I will probably make a few mistakes because of that. So Asia scoring. I mean, I'm in Pakistan now, so I might try and go for domination in Asia. Should probably fill up South Korea. I do know he's got the Korean War, so didn't he? I think he did. Yeah, so Korean War. Special promotion. Most of the time, I'm not really a huge fan of playing CIA in the first, eventing it in the early war. I like to keep it in the deck because I want DEFCON to be a possibility. But with this hand, I felt like it kind of made sense. So I think I'm going to try and go for Asia. He has to do things in the Middle East if he wants to, but maybe going into Iraq might be a good idea. So just make sure I stay there and then maybe spread out into Egypt or something like that. I would like to go for domination because I know he's got the Middle East, but yeah. I mean, Lebanon right now is not a good idea, I don't think. He's got two ops, so he can just coup it quite easily, and if he's lucky, then it's going to be difficult for me to coup it back, so... Right, okay. Yeah, I think that's probably quite a good move. Gives him Asia domination, threatens France. I mean, I would quite like to... Yeah, this is pretty bad. Because now I have to go into France. But... Or I could coup Algeria, I suppose. But then he can start cooing in Asia and things like that. So that's not good. Actually, what I might do is this. I might trigger this, then try and fill up France. I know I can sort of out-ops him if he goes for an ops war anywhere, so that's okay. But I would like to... Because I think I need to play this, because otherwise if I can't start filling up France, which I have to do, so... I think I'll do that, and then I'll go into Iraq. But I also need to... I'll need to do a lot of stuff with this. There comes his free... I mean, Iraq is definitely... Or is it? Well, I can just fill up Pakistan like that, and then I can put one in France as well. I would like to coup one of those countries in Southeast Asia, Laos, because he's really giving me an opportunity there. Yeah, I thought he might. Alright, let's go for a coup. I'm gonna space this, I think, if I can. Mm. Because this also puts some pressure on him to get Milops. But yeah, by the looks of it, it's going to be quite difficult for me to get Asia Dom. So here comes this opportunity to get rid of the Middle East. So I need to be able to respond. Oh, do I want to go into South Korea? I mean, otherwise he might do it. I'm going to start with India, I think, and then maybe just put one more in France. he's got 4 cards left, one of which is Korean War, Middle East, the other one's Containment and Formosan. So he can use Formosan, but then... Oh, Fidel. Did he use Fidel? Yeah, he did, yeah. So Formosan and then Containment probably in his last round, I imagine. Which means he can fight me. I mean, I feel like I have to gamble with the Korean War. If he wins it, then he will get domination. That's not good. Unless I take over, like... No, he's not going to get domination. Alright. I don't know. Is it stupid? I mean, I feel like I might as well. Because otherwise he can take it. Let's go into Indonesia and then fill up France. Now if he wins the war, then it's just, you know, 1 point to him. And if not, then, you know, it's points for me. Damn it. Well, at least it wouldn't have helped if I had tried to protect it. So now it's just going to be 1 point for him. Oh well. Now he's got containment left and Formosa. And I would like to fill up the UK or probably Greece or something. So Milops. But now I have to coup, don't I? I'd also like to space. It's better if DEFCON goes back up to 4 than to 5, I think. Don't really want to play Arab-Israeli at this moment. Let's try a coup in Thailand and see what happens. Alright, not so bad. Okay, so he'll be worried about defectors. I need to blockade with Comic-Con. Red Scare Purge is... Yeah. I quite like that. It makes me a little bit weak, but I think it's worth it. Alright, so he knows now about Europe scoring. That's too bad. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I imagine he's got a fairly strong hand when he does that. And I have got a fairly weak hand. He's got the China card. CIA's gone, Asia's been scored, so I suspect that I'm not going to be able to pull off Europe, an ops war in France. I do have an opportunity to take Thailand, but I think I'm going to have to prioritize just scoring this so I don't give him any more points. If I was holding Truman, I might be up for an ops war in France, but I'm not. So, I mean, he is purged, so, but there are quite a few 4 ops left and things like that. Okay, this one goes last. This one goes to space. Do we want to? I want to play defector so that we reshuffle it. We know Indo-Pakistani war is coming up as well. If he took India, then that could be a problem. So let's try and I think France has to be my main priority now, even though it just scored. I think we're going to have to go all into France. Hopefully that's enough. The fact that I did that now with a 3-op kind of gives him a clue that I might not have any stronger cards, but then again he's purged, so his hand should not be that strong either. There we go. Not too bad. Comes a coup for Panama, that's okay. And then I get a coup for 2 milops in Algeria. Oh. I kind of sense a D-style, maybe. No. Right for Mosin. Okay, that gives me a shot at Asia domination. I'm going to trigger the blockade, take France, and discard this. So far, not a great hand for him. It was nice for him that he was able to threaten with the goal, but the purge hit him really badly. But he's managed to spread out into Africa, he's in Egypt, he stopped my Asia domination. There we go. D-style. He doesn't have a lot of D-style fuel, so... But yeah, still a pretty good D-style. I'm not going to spend any effort to try and sort of realign, not with these cards, so... What am I going to do? I am... Well, I mean, all the scorings have been played. We don't know which ones are coming up. I think space is a good idea. Or not. But I wasn't prepared to play that to give him a 4+ roll for 2 more VPs. And Milops. Here comes Truman. Doesn't do anything. Vietnam doesn't really do anything either. Where do I want to go with this? I want to fill up Burma to protect against Indo-Pakistani war. Would like to get Europe Dom as well, but I think that's more of a priority. So that could really change things. Then I get it. But I also get a decent hand. Not the best, not the worst, but I managed to stop him from doing this again. Also got socialists, so that's nice. So what's he holding? He's holding nuclear test ban? Yes. Nuclear test ban, definitely. All the scorings have been played. I've got 2 4-ops. We've seen the others. He's holding you in intervention. We've seen defectors. There's probably some obvious ones that I'm missing. Warsaw Pact. 5-year plan. Yeah, that's probably about it. Maybe there's one more. Alright. Okay, so what do I headline here? Might as well headline in the Pakistani war, probably. Or Duck. Duck is a nice headline. He doesn't know I have it. And it's 3 VPs that I kind of need. I can play this later on as well. So yeah, Duck is a nice headline. Asia scoring, okay, yeah. Not much I can do about that. That's one more point for him. Yep. So I think getting Europe scoring is a priority now. Or Europe domination. Alright, that kind of makes me suspect he's got Mid-East scoring. And that's going to be domination for him pretty much no matter what I do. So I am not going to worry too much about that. I can't really compete. Well, I suppose I can. I can play some ops and see where it gets me. Iraq, and then maybe start to fill up. Mexico is important. Just said I was going to go for Europe Dom, and I will, but Saudi Arabia, I thought he might. And, I mean, at least it makes me a little bit safer in the Middle East. Not going to worry too much more about that. But I kind of know he's got the scoring now, so can I exploit that somehow? Let's go to space, actually. No Middle East. Oh yeah, East European. That was the last known card, I think. Right, he's just filling up. He might not have the Middle East. Okay, then I suspect he doesn't have Europe either because he would have scored it. So I'm going to play this because I need Milops. Let's hope I get some VPs too. I do! Comes Fidel. He's evented. Romanian. I suppose you can have that. Now the question is, do I vent US Japan? I mean, Asia just got scored. It's probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna probably, I mean, before US Japan comes back, I'm gonna have to take Japan just by using ops if I want to get Asia domination for the late war. So, I don't know. Yeah, this is looking increasingly bad. I do want Europe Dom. Also want to get something in Africa. That's probably worth more than US Japan. But like I said, I don't know, hang on, I don't actually strictly have to take Japan. Because I still don't get domination, so it's not such a big deal. Let's try and get a slightly stronger presence in Mexico because I need that. And then maybe Greece. And then the French cards are gone and I've got socialists, so I don't strictly need, but I think overprotection is still a good idea. And I need to worry about Africa, I need to worry about South America. I don't know, it doesn't feel like I had a great start. And I think I confused myself a little bit with the CIA opening headline there. I'm not too worried about that. I can just do that. And then I think, well, I don't know. Southeast Asia might be coming up. Alright, not a bad hand. Marshall is nice. Cementing Europe, grain sales, obviously, as always, the best headline. Nixon and Yasuri in a combo. I can do an AR7 with Yasuri if I play Nixon, but then I've spent both of the cards. I'd kind of prefer if he played the China card. Quag goes to space, probably. Everything else is kind of fine. NATO's not going to get triggered anytime soon. Ooh, okay. Huh. Alright, so nice, we get rid of Lone Gunman. How I learn's gonna go for a coup in Africa. Zaire, probably. Yep. So he gets to see my hand, but he doesn't get to do much with the card. But it's lovely that Lone Gunman is gone. Alright, easy central domination there for him. 4 VPs, not much I can do about that. Okay, I think it's time to maybe event Marshall. Or we should probably overprotect Zaire first. Is the UN discarded? Yes, it is. Hmm. Let's try and take South Africa. So we just need to let in the cat. And we're back. Voice goes to space. And he made it again. Uh-huh. Okay. So what am I doing with these China cards? Arab Israeli's actually still a problem as well. Let's space quag. Hey, and we're off the ground. Well, he's got a problematic hand. But he's doing well in space. Thankful for that double space there, probably. I don't know if I'm prepared to use up both my China cards in the same round. So I don't think I'm going to do that. And cultural is still coming. Should I just play them for ops then? Can hold the China card for now. I mean, stealing it with Nixon in the last round is also quite nice. And Asia has been scored, so the Surrey thing is not crucial. I'm going to go ahead and event Marshal just to make sure he doesn't. He can't stop my domination. Okay. In that case, I could just take Angola. Or I don't need this, I could take South Africa first. And then I can take Angola later on when, because he goes to Nigeria now, and then I can take Angola. I like this as well for brush wall protection. It might overprotect Angola now. Yeah, no? Alright, Venezuela. Got a Panama Canal coming. Okay, let's take this. He could just flip it back quite easily, but then he has to do that. Here comes the China card. So the question is, do I now want to get my two VPs? I'm worried he might have, I'm slightly worried he might have Africa scoring. Not, I don't think he does, but he could. I think I'm going to go for a realign, and I think I'm going to want to keep this card. Those +1 realigns, but he doesn't have the scoring. Alright, I was right about that. So he's leaving Panama open. Arab is really war. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this just to make sure it's less likely to. Just make it a 5+. I don't know, is that stupid? Oh wait, he's going to get Milops from that. That is very stupid. I'm much better off triggering this. Didn't think of that. But I would have spaced Quag anyway, so then I would have had to trigger Socialist. It's an empty round, probably. But I was hoping that. I mean, okay, so technically now I don't need to. I don't know. Is that bad? Actually, I might as well take that back and go here. That gives me access to Nigeria, and it also helps against realign in Zaire. Okay. I do like this hand. Pope is quite powerful. Defectors is nice. Red Scare Purge, obviously, but I'm quite low on ops. Or not too bad. I mean, I've got Flower Power. Cultural is, well, it's not great. OAS is also nice. I mean, OAS is nice because it opens up South America, and South America scoring right now would be horrible. And it gives me at least one of those countries, probably. I think it's going to have to be OAS. Quite an unusual headline. Which one is best? Venezuela and Argentina. 1 point from Southeast Asia. I'm glad I didn't play Defectors. John Paul is a nice AR7. I'm going to hold on to that. Right, coup Zaire, not too bad. Right, so I think it's time to use this to definitely take that back, but I also need... I mean, I need 3 ops to fight for... I mean, I don't strictly... Maybe like that? And then I can still take the other one if he takes... I mean, I've got options. But I want to overprotect Zaire there. That's important. So, am I going to use the China card? Am I going to space Chair? Chair is pretty much playable. It's not fine, but it's okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, but now he's got... Let's trigger this. Okay. And now I have to defend Zimbabwe, and I was thinking I would break that. I mean, he could hold... He could be holding... Actually, maybe I'm okay with a realign in Zaire right now. If I get to coup... Wait, I can't really coup Venezuela either. I mean, because then he just takes... I can't coup Colombia, I mean, because then he just takes Venezuela. I could just hope that his realign fails. I mean, hopefully he won't remove me completely. Famous last words. And then I've got an opportunity to coup after that. Mm. Oh well. I mean, it's not too bad. It's only 4 VPs. Could have been a lot worse. He is definitely aware of defectors, so I'm going to go with the coup in Colombia. Okay. Not too bad. Hmm. Yeah, he's getting some points. Right, I need to space something. I probably should take Panama first, though. So, what am I doing with the China card? Am I giving him it to be able to play this so I can space Arab-Israeli war? I do quite like spacing Arab-Israeli war. But then I need to play the China card. Yes, I do. Ooh, that removes Formosan as well. That's actually quite significant, because that could give me Asia domination. I could just give him the China card back, trigger cultural, that saves me a VP, and it doesn't stop Formosan. And I've got my China cards left. But then I should probably do this first. I'm going to do that late in the round. Just maybe put one into... Actually, let's put that one back first. Because I'm spacing Arab-Israeli anyway, or holding it. Okay, yeah, he's starting to... So, maybe this is space-time. There we go. At least now we can't double space anymore. And one small step is still out there. Don't know about Sadat. I might hold Sadat to wait for Camp David. There we go. Oh, he spaced it. And he is headline peaking. It's a shame. Right, so I've got one more turn. John Paul was going to be my AR7. Do I mind giving him the China card now? I mean, if he plays it, then I get it back. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't strictly need to weaken Poland right now, but it's still quite nice to do that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. I might put one in Japan because he's gonna get the China card, and then I don't know. Don't know what I have to do right now. What is there that I have to do? I think I'm gonna put one more in West Germany just to make it harder for him to, and then just maybe overprotect Pakistan for the. I don't know. This might have been pretty useless. But I think that's okay. All the China events are gone now. Mine are left in the deck. His is gone. It kind of puts me at an advantage, I should think. And there's no chance for a Defcon now anyway. Okay, well, yeah, that is worrying. So now, do I still go for my Poland thing? He's getting quite a few points, and I mean, if South America happens quickly, he gets a coup, he might roll well. Poland doesn't do that much for me right now, but it does set up for a Europe win possibility. But now I also get to coup. No, I think I'm going to go with this. I think Europe is quite safe. I need to open up Brazil. No. Okay, I get South America. I also get Bear Trap and ABM Treaty and Missile Envy. Yeah. Okay. I think Bear Trap. Then I can get a coup, and then I've also got ABM Treaty. And it doesn't matter that he gets to see it, really. I mean, a little bit, but not much. Then I've got some difficult cards. I can space one, I can hold the other. Puppets doesn't do much. South America, I would like to be able to get away with a tie there. Okay, oh, that's going to let him coup. Alright, that was fortunate. He's out of the trap though, so that does make things tricky. And I don't have any strong enough cards to really sort of take back Venezuela, and then I still just get a realign anyway. Yeah, that was a yeah. I should have thought about Junta. The chances he had it was quite big. What do we do now? I mean, do we ABM treaty right away? That kind of makes. I mean, that just gives him Venezuela. I mean, he could be holding Muslims. He could be holding. We will bury you with this. But he could also be holding. I think most of the blue 4-ops are gone. US, Japan, NATO. Marshall is triggered. Yeah, this. I mean, this is a bit of a gamble. Let's try. See what I get. I mean, surely it's not DEFCON warning. Like we've seen Duck. Always get nervous, by that button. I have to think about things a couple of more times. Cuban is not a problem. I mean, he should have one of those, probably. One of those two 4-ops. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that gives me opportunity to take back Venezuela and hope for the best. Or, no, I think, yeah, no, that's what I have to do. But then what? Overprotect it? Yeah. See what his rear line can do. We also haven't seen Kennedy yet, so I might have a shot at getting rid of some scorings, especially if I get it in like turn 7 and I get some horrible scorings. If he has it, he's going to wait until South America's been scored, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Nice. Okay. That is lovely. Absolutely lovely. I don't really need puppets for anything, do I? I mean, Israel, possibly, and Haiti, maybe. A few of those places, but... no. It's fine. Let's use it for this. Okay. Pretty good coup. Oh yeah. Oh man. Well, I mean, it was 4+, so it could have happened, you know, gone either way. Right, so now what do we do? I suppose ABM treaty. I mean, I can't... Okay, so this is now 2 VPs for him. I don't really want to give him 2 VPs. Yeah, no, I think there's no better option here. Should we maybe go for Argentina? Nice one. All right. That is okay. Now we could actually try and threaten Brazil with a rear line. Not sure if that's going to get me anywhere. I mean, my hand now is pretty difficult anyway, so no, I think I'm just going to score it, and then we'll be happy with that, saving us 10 VPs. I mean, that was pretty crucial. Europe is coming up. A line's just got quite problematic for him. He's getting a lot of points from space, so let's score this. Ooh, how much is that? 3 points? Oh, man. So I don't want to play Villebrandt now. I mean, if he gets a scoring card now, if he gets like, I mean, we know Europe is coming up, but if he gets, at least doesn't quite do it, but Africa definitely does it. I probably should coup one of those countries. Yeah, he thought so too. But I can't play this, I can't play that. Fidel, yeah, he knows Africa's going to give him the win. I mean, if he gets Africa now, chances are quite small. Oh no, I have to play one of them. Okay, well in that case, it's gonna have to be South African. I'm just gonna have to try and repair it. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I mean he's definitely managed to get a few points here and there. I mean, no horrible scorings. 3 points here, 4 points for Africa. Not much, but a couple of mil-ops and space definitely has helped him a lot. Um, and I haven't really been able to secure any VPs from anywhere, really. Alright, NORAD comes into effect. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He can now just realign me straight out of Africa. But that does not completely work, but I'm in big, big trouble here. Alright, I don't want to give him that last VP, so I'm just going to trigger this to... well, look at this hand. It's not bad. Wow. I'm a little bit worried it's... I mean, if he has... Brush War is probably a good idea for a headline. So I know he's got Europe. What else? Any early war cards that have come back to haunt him? Not really. Yeah, no, they all got triggered pretty much. What has not been triggered in the... What have we not seen in the mid-war? Apart from Europe scoring. We've seen the big neutral cards. We've seen most of my irritating 2-op cards. I think there's one that we haven't seen. What about the 1-ops? I'm kind of struggling to think of anything really. So is Brush War... How I Learned is not too bad either. Cuban... It's pretty, but I feel like I need to get into Africa this very moment. Then again, if I get into one of these countries and he's got Africa scoring, then I'm fucked either way. And that's currently 7 points, so nothing is really going to help me here. Nuclear test ban. Oh, it's just 1 VP. But there are no other scorings that gives him the win. But yeah, if I play Brush War and I win it, then he's down to what? Africa domination 4. Hang on, what's that good about? I learned a better way to calculate. Then he'll be. I mean, I think that's probably my best chance. I mean, one small step gives me a VP, but that's not going to change anything right now. So this would put him on domination. The difference between domination and presence is 3. Yeah, and then he's got one more battleground, so he'll get 4 from that. And if I win the rush war, I get a point. So I think brush war is my best option here. And then the question is, where do I want to go? Because either Algeria or Angola. Oh, we haven't seen what's it called? Portuguese Empire. So he's got that as well. So, but that doesn't do anything. I mean, Algeria is a bit stronger. But Angola has more axes. But he's just going to realign. I mean, but I do need protection for South Africa. Let's go for Angola. Need to play a little bit faster as well, but I'm okay. Okay, it's not going to give him too much information. Oh no, I forgot about flower power. Well, I mean, I could kind of. Oh man, is that going to kill me? Well, that didn't do it. Yeah. Oh well, that would have. No, that wouldn't have killed me either way. He got 2 points. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, I did kind of have to gamble a little bit about with Africa, but with that in mind, that would have put me so -1 in total if I would have won. It was still 4+, so a big gamble. Maybe I should just have. I know. Maybe I should have just hoped that he didn't have Africa scoring and just have sort of. I think I would have won final scoring. Yeah, absolutely. Oh well, I mean, I don't know. That was a pretty typical start to the season for me, I have to say. An extremely silly mistake. So let me just figure out like the math here. If I had won the brush war, then that would have been a net -1 VP for me. I would have ended up on 17. Then with OPEC, he would have been at 19. So all he would have needed would have been like one car that gives him a VP, or just score. No, there isn't really anything. Oh, Asia maybe. So yeah, it wouldn't have been too difficult for him to find a VP somewhere. So it probably didn't change that much, to be honest, but it was a silly mistake. Um, I mean, at least one small step would have been. I mean, it kind of everything hangs on the. It depends on whether he has Africa scoring or not, and if he doesn't, then I'm okay, and if he does, then I'm kind of screwed either way. So yeah, um, that was clearly a bad move. But I have a feeling it probably didn't decide the game. I should have just hoped that he didn't have Africa scoring, probably, and but I did kind of have to defend Africa anyway. I wasn't going to get back in there easily if I didn't do that. So yeah, difficult. But he just got too many points. I feel like apart from that, I didn't play too badly. I mean, the beginning of the game was kind of um, yeah, I was being a bit impolite here. Sorry, should just put GG. Um, um, Yeah, apart from that, I felt like I didn't play too badly, but the start was kind of, I got confused by my headline, CAO headline there, the early game. It's always confusing when Defcon stays up at 4 or 5, although I feel like I kind of benefited from that. Then South America, he ran away with South America, but I managed to get back in there, so that wasn't too bad either. I did forget about the real-line threat to Zaire when he cooed Zimbabwe, and I responded by cooing something else, I think. Or I cooed and failed something. So yeah, that was a mistake. I should have defended that better. Basically, I feel like I made a few mistakes in Africa, just sort of tactical mistakes in that situation. And of course, it would have been nice to get Europe scoring sooner, um, but yeah, not much I could have done about Central. Middle East, I don't. I always feel like Middle East. If you end up spending too much effort on the Middle East, you only get like 3 points anyway. So, and the countries are quite sort of difficult to high stability countries, most of them, and it's kind of it's not really worth the effort. I tend to sort of not prioritize the Middle East that much. Asia, I don't know. Maybe that thing with the Korean War was a bad move. I felt like I didn't really have a choice, and it's 50-50, so yeah. In terms of luck, I feel like we were kind of even there. So he won that war, but then he failed the brush war in Venezuela. I failed the brush war in Angola. He failed important rear lines in Venezuela. I failed rear lines in Angola. Uh, I had better hands than he did for the most part of the early game, I would say. I mean, this was clearly to my advantage. This one was okay for him, but then he got purged, and then it wasn't. And then we're kind of even there. So I think I had a slight advantage. I also had some. I mean, this hand is quite good, and his hand is really bad. So yeah, I would say usually I had better hands. He's a better player than me, clearly. And he managed to scrape together some points. I wouldn't call it a steamroll, but he definitely got the points he needed. And I forgot about OPEC. Not that I could do that much about it, but yeah. All right, that's it. I'm going to wait probably to play my next few games because I'm really busy at the moment. I'll just wait for the reminders. But I will see you for the next one. All right, thanks for watching.